going to begin with the suicide bombing attack in Kabul that took the lives of some 170 Afghans, plus those of 13 American service members. It's the very nightmare scenario the Biden administration most feared. Americans are being warned right now to stay away from the airport. And President Biden added yesterday that another terror attack is highly likely in the next 24 to 36 hours. Mr. Biden vowed revenge for Thursday's bombing, and on Friday, the U.S. made its first reprisal strike on ISIS-K, with the military saying it killed 2 high-profile targets. Evacuation flights are continuing just 2 days short of the August 31st deadline, even under the threat of another terror attack. So as the U.S. winds down its presence in Afghanistan, many questions remain. How will the U.S. be able to counter terrorist threats in Afghanistan with U.S. forces soon completely out of the country, along with critical intelligence capabilities no longer available? What becomes of the 250,000 Afghans who helped the U.S. war effort, many of whom are still going to be stuck in Afghanistan? How big a political toll will this chaos and carnage in Kabul take on Mr. Biden's presidency long term? And most of all, was the 20-year war in Afghanistan worth it? Joined now by NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel. So, Richard, this is how it ends. 20 years. What's the fallout?
Well, I think the fallout is huge. And I think we're going to be feeling this for many years to come. The same way that the Iraq War created a hole in the Middle East, and then all the countries around it shifted, and it caused tremendous instability, and ultimately we saw the rise of ISIS. Now, to a degree, the United States and other nations have managed to plug that hole, but it took a long time. Now, the collapse of Afghanistan, taken over by the Taliban, is creating a hole in Central Asia. And it's going to impact, it's going to suck in the countries all around it. It's going to suck in Pakistan, it's going to suck in Iran. With Iraq, it tore up the Middle East that was established after the First World War. It tore up the old maps. Here, I would be looking at the Durand Line, the line between Afghanistan and Pakistan. This used to be called the Great Game for Central Asia. And with this pullout, we've just restarted the Great Game.